Hi, I'm Mike Daniels, Vice President of Global Public Sector at Google Cloud, and it's my pleasure to be presenting at our first Digital Next on air. Over the past several months, every one of us has been touched by the enormous sacrifices that brave frontline workers at hospitals, pharmacies, grocery stores, and distribution centers have made to allow our world to continue to recover. This moment in time has changed the way we live and work. It has inspired so many of us to reimagine what's possible and challenge the status quo to deliver digitally. For government organizations and academic institutions, this change has brought unheralded speed, innovation, and resiliency forward to serve us all when we've needed them most. From the first phase of the pandemic, Google Cloud has had the humbling opportunity to help public sector organizations around the world respond to COVID-19. Agency and academic leaders at the highest levels have called upon us to partner and solve their most mission-critical challenges together. In the beginning, we helped our customers navigate the rapidly evolving situation with agile digital solutions. In a matter of days and weeks, we helped implement government telework and virtual operations to ensure essential services continued. For instance, more than 70,000 employees working in the Veneto region of Italy's healthcare system rely on G Suite to maintain their high level of service and patient care during the COVID-19 crisis. We helped bring millions of students online for distance learning when schools closed. In New York City alone, we rolled out Google Classroom to more than 1.3 million students to continue the school year virtually at home. In March, cumulative daily meeting minutes on the Google Meet platform surpassed 2 billion minutes per day. We supported disease monitoring, control, and tracing programs to help government leaders better understand the effect of the virus spread at scale. For example, the state of Georgia developed a web portal produced by MTX Group in coordination with Google to help the state perform contact tracing of people who test positive for COVID-19. As the situation has evolved, our conversations have shifted to focus on helping our customers improve the economic situation. We've partnered with states to modernize decades-old infrastructure to help millions in need with unemployment benefits. And we're working together to mitigate risk and ensure other critical services remain intact, such as food assistance or child and elder protective care, as unemployment rates have risen to unprecedented levels. We're incredibly proud of the positive impact our public-private partnership has had for so many of our customers and for the citizens across the world. There's no better example of the good we can do together than what happened at the epicenter of this virus, the state of New York. Hear directly from Commissioner Reardon of the New York State Department of Labor on how Google Cloud helped New York reimagine how to support their constituents at scale in response to COVID-19. Commissioner, thank you so much for joining me today and for answering these very important questions.
Thank you so much for having me with you. I'm eager to share the experiences and what we've learned here in the state of New York from working with Google.
How did COVID-19 challenge and test your organization?
We have handled literally 3 years of claims in barely 3 months. In 1 week, we had 8.2 million phone calls come into our telephone claims center. And we normally handle about 50,000 calls a week in that center. So you can imagine the volume was just overwhelming. Our online application, we took in 6 million sign-ons in a week. And normally we have 350,000 sign-ons. So it was unimaginable. Before the pandemic, our website supported about 800,000 claims a year. And we have 2.7 million claims in a little under 3 months. So it was a tsunami, and it was a tsunami that just kept coming and coming and coming. It created a massive amount of frustration and anxiety, both within my department, but also for all New Yorkers. I mean, think about, here we were in a pandemic, people were essentially locked in their houses, they couldn't go to work. They're frantically trying to get online or on the phone to the unemployment insurance benefits that they needed, and they couldn't get through to us. We knew that New Yorkers needed help. We knew that we needed a new system desperately, and we needed to act fast. And that's where Google stepped in.
How did Google Cloud help you respond to the influx of unemployment insurance applications?
The Google Cloud team partnered with ITS and us, and the first thing they did was they were able to build us a new workable front door. And in that first 24 hours that front door existed, we had more than 100,000 people successfully log into our site, into our system, and that was a game changer.
What lessons have been learned from this experience?
We have all been working 7 days a week, 16-hour days for 3 months. And the really critical part of this is that the Google team has been right there with us. I know that ITS and Google would be up at 1 o'clock in the morning running tests on new functionalities to make sure that they would work before we made them go live. Long conversations over weekends, early morning, late night. The lesson is that for a government to use technology services, we have to have a partner who's going to be as committed to the outcomes as we are. We are deeply committed to serving the citizens of New York State. And Google is also deeply committed to that as well. And that really makes a difference to us. We can count on that. And then, of course, the ability of the cloud to scale, absolutely critical. Because remember that first 100,000 people coming in the front door at once, our mainframe computer could not handle that by itself. So having the cloud, having them, as I say, drift up to the cloud for that moment and then come into the mainframe was really, that's what we needed to do.
How has COVID-19 changed your approach to digital transformation now and in the future?
With this pandemic, we're going to have virtual services. We're not going to be able to collect people into a room, either for testimony or for resume writing workshops or for any other kind of service. So at least until there's a vaccine and we know that it's safe to gather, we're going to have to do our work in more virtual ways. People were very frustrated with our legacy system because it was old and it behaved in a different manner. We need to give people some comfort when they come to the government for service that we're speaking their language. Now, government services, by their very nature, are more dense. We have to have higher security. We have to, in UI, we have to have a lot of fraud protection. So, there are things that we have to do that will, by its very nature, slow down some of the services, but at least that first interface needs to feel familiar, and we're very aware of that. The other thing that we figured out during all of this is our ability to communicate with claimants in a more robust way. Signposts, your application has been received, we're processing it. We're working on your application, it's time for you to go certify for your weekly benefits. Flagging for businesses that there are things they need to do. All of that will be done on the web, virtually, and it's going to really improve our service, and it's going to improve the experience of the citizens of New York who need us.
Commissioner, thank you for your time, and we look forward to building our partnership together.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to do this. It was a pleasure to work with all of you. Good luck in everything.
Our work with New York State is just one of many examples we've seen of our customers' fortitude, perseverance, and agility to fulfill their mission digitally. And as we now enter into the second phase of the pandemic, recovery, these qualities will continue to be critically important. With reduced budgets and funding, government and academia will need to continue embracing digital solutions to operate quickly, securely, and at scale. Google Cloud's mission has always been to accelerate digital transformation through data-powered innovation with the best infrastructure, platform, security, industry solutions, and expertise. And we know that true public sector modernization requires choice. Our hybrid and multi-cloud solutions empower our customers to avoid vendor lock-in and embrace progress and speed to leverage their data to improve their missions and deliver better constituent experiences. In the cloud, our customers can gain access to leading AI ML capabilities to help organizations quickly derive insight from data and drive modern experiences for citizens. By moving to the cloud, not only are you modernizing your infrastructure, but inheriting best-in-class, globally secure infrastructure and resilience capabilities. You can take advantage of systems that are always up to date, designed with security at every level. Over the past several years, Google has taken industry-leading steps to ensure customers have the ultimate control over access to their data. At Next On Air, we're pleased to announce several new privacy solutions for the first time. Confidential computing offers new capabilities to encrypt customers' data even while it's in use, complementing our default at-rest and in-transit encryption everywhere. Confidential computing is the future of cloud computing. It enables cloud migration for highly regulated industries like public sector and addresses concerns about third-party data access and use, removing cloud adoption barriers. Assured workloads make it easy for customers to deploy, validate, and attest that their applications are running in a configuration that complies with specific regulations or standards. This is especially important for our government customers, who need to ensure the right security and operational controls are in place to protect their data and systems. It has been wonderful to rapidly innovate and deliver critical technology capabilities to help you meet your needs. We thank our customers and our partners for the amazing work you have done with us, and we look forward to helping you build a new future together. And if you haven't already, be sure to explore and engage with all of the great content available over the next several weeks from Google Cloud Next On Air.